Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rodney built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Notre Dame's offense will take the first swing of the game. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Leonard. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll give it to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback will audible. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So the UNLV Rebels offense will go to work for the first time today. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be peeking that way from the free safety position.
Yeah, he's been watching the film. This dude in the middle, man, he can light people up. So you can't tiptoe. You got to be aggressive and run in there. But this is a pretty interesting matchup today.
And I love safeties that make receivers think. Make them know they're going to be there over the middle of the field, and you better think twice about catching that football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Touch pass on the run. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to
makes the catch on the left. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown UNLV! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. And I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Here come the Irish back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Looking for space. It's Love. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Trying to find his man on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And there is no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the clock.
And they tacked on the extra point. All tied up, just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Fernandez. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And a great job on the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Got his man quick one. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The give to the tailback. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains, to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Looking to throw, it's Fernandez. Makes his connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Now on the option. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and that happened to QB. He calls his own number and all these options, obviously multiple plays, and decides to stick with it, get some positive yards, and now what's next off of that? What's my next read off of that? How am I going to mix things up and keep this defense off balance?
Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Catch in the middle. It's White. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Scanning the field. It's Fernandez. Fires to the tight end. He make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great field. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. This has been the unending drive. It has gone on forever. It has chewed clock, but now it faces 3rd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bolden. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He got it. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Love. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Knute Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that one.
They'll try it again from the one on 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to pass. It's Fernandez. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They made the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Skips away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on 2nd. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Not a chance. Missed it. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Got it set up on the outside. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Dropping back, it's Fernandez. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Feeling some heat. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense. Getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Here's the handoff. How about that determined run inside the red zone? He's got 6. It's down at the 12. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Leonard. And that pass picked off. Looking for more room. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's going to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hand.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Coming after it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. No good. The lead is still 6 after the miss.
And you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's...
Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Here come the Irish back on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Give to the running back. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Absolutely perfect.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. The Rebels will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, baby.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Fires to the big fella. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And it's no good. He missed it. Could have stretched the lead out there, but guys, it's still sitting at 9. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to the home of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the Running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys.
It's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
To the air, it's Leonard. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
He wants to pass it on second down. Finds his man down the middle.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. From the gun, the running back has it. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to pass, it's Fernandez. He's got his man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Second down coming up. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. They'll run it from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. 8th play of the drive coming. It'll be a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The give on the inside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Trying to stop this guy's been a near impossible task. You want to become an Irish legend, like maybe the most legendary of all Notre Dame backs, George Gipp, win one for the Gipper. How about just running one with this guy?
Yeah, you want to win some hardware at the end of the season, too. Just keep feeding him the rock, letting him do his thing. Running the football with such success makes everything easier on offense. But when you can hand the ball off to the right, to the left, up the middle, have success, yes, please.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in the score.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Great players like this just do a good job of making you pay. And if you want to drop back and play coverage, that's fine. He can scramble around, buy time, beat you down the field, but if nothing's open, boom. I take it to easily get a first down, make a big play, just make it a headache for the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Here comes the offense on second down. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball is coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Leonard. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, you usually don't see quarterbacks make mistakes when they have that much time to throw the football. Usually it's off of pressure. It's somebody in their face. It's somebody hitting them while they're throwing the football. Coverage in the back end was beautiful, creating the big INT.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Fernandez. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. To the ground to try to move the chains. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, Dave.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Getting some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The ball's free. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is...
Slips a tackle, and he's got... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Yeah, and how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection. Get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. Offense gets set for 2nd down. What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. This offense has a 2nd down play. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Got some room to run. The 40, past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
That just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Back to throw. It's Fernandez. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for a...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Love. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. leaves it with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the field goal unit is going to give it another try. The old college try. Just keep kicking. Surely one will go in. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback, rally to the football, gang tackle, and you're going to win this game.
It's caught downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Got his man downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Fernandez. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what...
Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air on 1st down. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Fernandez. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. Flying down the left side. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup...
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
3rd down play from the gun. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Makes a connection. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And this is why it's so important, David, to get the run game going, because it sets up play action and gives them an opportunity to take these types of shots down.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. DB's right up on the receivers. On target to the left. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV! A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say, remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback checking the play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Looking for a gap. It's Payne. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Wants to throw. It's Fernandez. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. He wants to throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Thomas. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. At the 45, on his way. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. Defense uses the timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On the ground, it's Price. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the ground with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Now, fourth down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. They'll run it. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome, just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire